You've said that you see a lot of similarities between your country and China, right? So why do countries like Rwanda, they can replicate it?
Yeah, I think Rwanda cannot exactly replicate it because we have to take the system they are using here and then see if we can adapt it back at home.
Hello and welcome to the special edition of The Talk. Today we're on the sidelines of a poverty alleviation forum in southwest China's Yunnan province. And today we have a special guest, Mr. Donatien Niyonzima, who is a PhD scholar at the Communication University of China. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So as a foreigner living in China, how do you see China's efforts to get people out of poverty, for example, in this region?
The efforts of China in alleviating poverty in its poorest regions are laudable. You know, I have come here for the second time in Yunnan. The previous time I have visited the two counties of Malipo and Jinping. So I have visited different places where China has been working on poverty alleviation. So actually, because those regions, the regions here, they are similar to my country, hilly, and the climate, and even the economic situation, I think before, even now, we have a lot of similarities. What I have learned is that China has put a lot of effort, and actually it's a systematic effort that made China successfully eradicate, totally the poverty. It's been achieved 10 years before the deadline that was set. So I think this effort, it's something that many other countries have not had actually been able to do in their own countries. It's something that I really congratulate China for having successfully done.
From what you've seen in China and how China is trying to lift people out of poverty, how do you think it can be applied to other countries, especially in Africa?
Yeah, the way China is doing its job in alleviating people from poverty, it's something that can be exported to other countries, especially in Africa, because actually the remote poor places that I might be thinking of, they have a lot of similarities to many African parts, mainly the ones around the equator. Those places, they are similar to this one. But when importing or exporting techniques of alleviating people from the line of poverty, there is a need to adapt the policies here to the situation on the ground in Africa, because even if they are similar geographically, but the culture, the social behavior, those things, they are different. Even the leadership, the political systems, all of those things, they are different. So there is a need for the governments in Africa or developing countries to actually be able to understand how it works here and then have that strong will to apply it at home and have that strong will to even want to alleviate people from poverty in their own countries and concentrate on that poverty issue. I will give you an example. When I visited the settlements of people who have been relocated from the risky zones, it was exactly like what was happening in my country at that same period, because it was a rain season and people were being relocated, but to places which are different from the ones where China has been putting the people that have been relocated. When I visited that place, I have seen that people are put in good apartments and they are without paying anything. And they are, the government creates jobs or just cooperate with some other provinces to provide jobs to those ones who are jobless. In my country, we still have a high rate of unemployment. Even we have issues with means to build, houses for normal other people. So to relocate people from one risky zone and be able to build housing for them, it would be really difficult.
You're talking about how to approach, to tackling poverty in different countries. But I want to ask you, in your opinion, what do you think is the definition of poverty, if there are any differences in each country? For example, poverty in African countries, poverty in Asian countries. Do you think it's different, or do you think it's the same?
Actually, poverty in almost all developing countries is almost similar, because it's characterized by hunger, poor housing, bad medical facilities, all of those things, they are similar in all places, So I think that's why I'm even giving myself the rights to say that it's a system here, it's a strategy here that can be borrowed by the other countries and then fix a little bit to make it fit the society where it's going to be applied.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Today. Thank you.